Good evening. I am David Alfonso, principal of Palm Beach Lakes Community High School, and I welcome you to the commencement exercise for the class of 2020. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance led by Jada Larimore and the singing of the national anthem by the Palm Beach Lakes High School's Voices of Unity under the direction of Terrion Nelson. The Student Government Association President Jada Larimore was elected overwhelmingly and did a phenomenal job leading our school this year. Jada is the daughter of Lasagna Addy, Carl Addy, and Jason Larimore.
Greetings. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave, home of the brave.
Hello, and congratulations to the high school class of 2020. You did it. Own it. Be proud of it. You are a graduate of the A-rated school district of Palm Beach County, and that says a lot about you. And while we're passing around virtual high fives, let's reach out to your family and friends who are joining us from your home, online, or on TV this evening as we mark this milestone in your amazing academic career. They played a very big role in your success, and we applaud them. Seniors, although we are physically separated this evening, make no mistake, we are united in our admiration for your success. Class of 2020, let's get real. How remarkable and ironic it is that you devoted the last 13 years of your life to education, while some of the most poignant and everlasting lessons you have learned occurred over the past 2 months, during the final stretch of your high school career. The district's theme heading into the new year was 2020 Vision. Now that's ironic. 2020 Vision? Nobody saw this reality coming. A pandemic named Corona, or translated crown because of the way the virus appears under a microscope, changed life as we knew it. It may look like a crown, but let me tell you, it's been a royal pain. So let's reflect for a few minutes. For 13 years, you learned vocabulary. But again, some of the most memorable words or phrases you will never forget, you learned over the last 2 months. For starters, social distancing. As a society, we thrive on camaraderie, collaboration, and community. Think about that. The things you probably took for granted 2 months ago are now more important than ever to you. Being in a physical classroom on your campus with your teachers, classmates, and friends, sitting side by side. The loving hug of a grandparent. That is just too risky to share right now. Going to the beach or the mall, spending birthdays together. Or here's a big one, celebrating your graduation. Distance learning. If someone had said to you that you would be spending the last 2 months of high school in a Google Classroom, full-time from home, maybe even in your pajamas, you would have thought they were crazy. But that's exactly what you did. You and your teachers pivoted with remarkable dexterity and efficiency and just made it work. Essential workers. That includes our medical heroes and also the many other brave souls who didn't have the luxury of staying home. The people who we depend on day in and day out to stock our grocery store shelves, to deliver food and prescriptions, to serve the more than 2 million free meals that the School District of Palm Beach County has distributed to students since our schools closed on March 13th. Okay, in some cases, our heroes do wear capes. You, our esteemed graduates, are also essential. You are essential to your families, to your friends, and to the future of our country. You may feel isolated and frustrated right now, and that is understandable. But I also hope that you take great comfort in knowing that we are all in this together. Your lives will be forever influenced and many decisions shaped by this unprecedented global fight against coronavirus. These are not times to forget. Years from now, when you reflect, this just won't be a frightening time of inconvenience and uncertainty. You will view this as a challenge that you conquered. It's made you stronger, resilient. It's taught you the importance of fraternity, family, and friends. This collective disappointment that you and the entire global class of 2020 is experiencing is valid. You missed out on all of those rituals and traditions that many graduates before you probably took for granted. But I also believe that this current state may very well end up being your most profound catalyst for accomplishing great things. A springboard to your future success and how your journey will leave permanent footprints and impact future generations. You have the power to make sure that your children and grandchildren never experience anything like this. In the class of 2020, we have future doctors, nurses, scientists, and mathematicians who may very well develop the solution to eliminating future pandemics, or at the very least, make our world more fundamentally prepared for the unexpected. We have future business leaders and lawmakers who will demand more efficiency and oversight. You have future bankers and stockbrokers who will work amid a new economic and financial order. We have future educators who will teach in a whole new way while also reminding generations of students of their potential. They will deliver that lesson from the wisdom of knowing tough times and the experience that comes from adapting and rising to a challenge. I encourage you to channel any negative thoughts and use them as a source for motivation to set personal goals. Stay on course and use the redefined 2020 vision to be laser focused on discovering what will make you feel fulfilled, accomplished, and appreciated. If you believe in yourself, if you remain true to yourself, continue to educate yourself, you'll have everything you need to find the right path for you. Many of you are now the first in your family to graduate high school. That's fantastic. Your parents are beaming with pride. Every parent and guardian wants their child to have a better life than they had. You are proving today that is possible. Despite what the news and the headlines and what the social media might tell you, the future is bright. I know that it is bright because I know you. This class, the class of 2020, has already had a profound impact on your community. Your principals, teachers, and I were humbled by your altruism as you supported the people of the Bahamas who were devastated by Hurricane Dorian. You sent supplies, equipment, and money. You've cooked up and provided meals for the elderly over the holidays. You've created programs such as We Dine Together to ensure that no student sits alone in the cafeteria or courtyard during lunch. You sent a contingent of students to Tallahassee to lobby elected officials for additional support regarding mental health for students and staff, not out of concern for yourself, but out of concern for your peers. For these reasons and countless others, I know the future is bright. You are the sum of all of the great things that you have done, that you are doing, and that you will do. Walk with your head up and your shoulders back. Be proud of who you are and where you come from. Since becoming superintendent, I've looked forward to shaking the hand of every graduate who crosses the stage. That's about 14,000 hands each year. I regret that I won't be able to take part in that annual tradition. But please know that I look forward to the day when our paths cross and I congratulate you in person. No matter where your journey takes you after high school, and may that journey be extraordinary, my hope is that you will return to our community with your hard-won wisdom and play an instrumental role in our future growth. you will be welcomed with open arms. In Palm Beach County, we always leave the light on so you can find your way home. I want you to stay safe, stay healthy, and most of all, stay strong. You are the class of 2020.
To the class of 2020, we are so proud of you. I am so sorry we can't be there with you to shake your hands and congratulate you face to face. But just know that we expect great things from you. We know that you're ready, and I personally hope that you will make every effort to make the world a better place, not only for you and yours, but for everybody. Live long and prosper.
Thank you, Dr. Fenoy and Dr. Robinson. Now, it is with great pride that I introduce the class of 2020 salutatorian, Natalie Bayona. Natalie has an HPA of 4.79 and is the daughter of Lorena Tascon and John Jairo Bayona. She will be attending Florida Atlantic University.
Members of the audience, parents, teachers, and the class of 2020, the class of the 2020 vision. Today we are here to the end of the line. We have arrived to the moment that we have been looking forward to for all these years in school. The time for us to take what we have built upon our experiences in school will now and go to the next step in our lives and build upon it, or not. But even without a set plan in our minds, we have a clear vision of what will be the most exciting time in our lives. But before we become anxious about the future, let's remember what our experiences have been in Palm Beach Lakes. From the very first day when we were in our mid-teens, we didn't know what to expect aside from the plot of a typical high school movie. But soon enough, we discovered how different the reality is. With the challenge, the classes were more challenging. We had more activities such as clubs, pep rallies, Spirit Week, and Club Day. Some of us even joined one of the 5 choice programs: biotechnology, medical, law, JROTC, and even early childhood. These activities have brought us joy as well as something unique to the high school experience. And the academies have definitely helped us to get into the first step into more career-focused work. However, I know there are some who are not in academies who have gotten rich jobs, and I am confident that they too will have the opportunities to succeed. Let us acknowledge the teachers, mentors, and our parents who have been there for us to help us and grow into adults that we are becoming. I'm especially wish to acknowledge not only my mom, but also Miss Liao, Miss Chutkin, and Mr. Bantries. I know that without them, I wouldn't have been able to get through the ropes of high school and make it to college. I am sure that, like me, there have been some people that you have right now in your mind. The last thing that is worth acknowledging is our endurance. Even during this pandemic, we have kept working until the end, and I know it's difficult for everybody to remain focused and optimistic. I know how tiring it can be to manage work and ourselves and have time in school. I know how weird it is to have classes in such an unexpected situation. But no matter how much this hurdle is, we still made it, we still graduated. Let's stay this resolve and keep pushing forward. We have made a change in the 4 years we have been at Lakes, and no matter how difficult or weird the future will get, let's use it to make the world that we live in much better than it with this vision and to achieve it. Thank you.
Thank you, Natalie. It is my honor to introduce Brandy Garcia Velasquez, the class of 2020 valedictorian. Brandy has an HPA of 4.89 and is the daughter of Juan Garcia and Dilma Velasquez, and will be attending Florida Atlantic University Wilkes Honors College and will pursue a major in biology and a minor in Spanish.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Buenas tardes, damas y caballeros. It is an honor for me to address you today, staff, administrators, families, and most importantly, the class of 2020. Since the beginning, there has always been one phrase associated with us: clear vision. That vision has brought us here today, to this moment we have been waiting for, ever since we took our first steps into high school. Evidently, we did not get the opportunity to take part in many rites of passage associated with our senior year, specifically the last performances, activities, and meetings from our extracurriculars that were left in the planning stages. The last chance at spending time with the other members of our clubs and teams. Nevertheless, we have many fond memories to look back on, be it Club Day, where students tried to haggle the prices down as several aromas flooded around the campus, the pep rallies, where we'd cheer, stomp, and scream when trying to win the spirit stick, or maybe Mr. Alfonso's ever-present 4 rules at the end of the announcements, which always mark the beginning of our days. We cannot discount the lessons that we have learned in these past 4 years. For each one of us that is here today, there is a story, one that spans chapters with unique ups and downs, each as valid as the next, with supporting characters along the way that have always helped us reach for the stars. These characters are our families, our friends, our teachers, and our counselors, who have helped us in times of pressure, in our crisis, but also in our small victories. At this moment, I would like to take the opportunity to acknowledge my own. Mrs. Leal, my Spanish teacher for the past 4 years, sponsor for the Spanish Honor Society, and someone who I view dearly, as she was someone who stood by me, believing in me, though it was clear to everyone at the time that I should not have been in Spanish honors. Dr. Ventries, who never hesitated to reach out and offer me assistance when I needed it. Mr. Lin Q, my counselor, who has helped me get out of my own head and set me straight on more occasions than I can count or wish to admit. Mr. Martinez, Ms. McFarland, and Ms. Gisenter, who not only granted me the knowledge I needed in order to advance in my goals, but also taught me more about life and about myself. And lastly, mi familia, quienes siempre estuvieron ahí para ayudarme con mis metas, my family, who were always there to help me with my goals. As we transition into our next stage of life, let us remember that we have much to live through. The world is our oyster. We have made it clear that we have more than enough vision and willpower to take on the world. There is no right way to continue from here. Instead, our path shall be paved uniquely by the choices we take, choices that fit us best. American journalist Christopher Morley once stated, "There is only one success, to be able to spend your life in your own way. Whether it's for college, a trade, a job, traveling, or any other path, we will now take the reins of our own destiny, working towards our dreams as well as discovering and bettering ourselves along the way. And if it turns out you find a new path or you have setbacks, well, we have all the time in the world. Ultimately, I have no doubt that we will be able to overcome whatever challenges we will face. After all, we're here for a reason, are we not? Remember, Rams, we are the class of 2020, and just like those that came before us, we are Ram tough. Thank you."
Tonight, I am here to honor you, the class of 2020, for achieving one of life's major milestones, graduating from high school. This class has a special place in my heart. We started Lakes together back in the fall of 2016. I will admit, I was green, and so were you, but together we made success unavoidable. The class of 2020 put Lakes on top this year. Our football team went undefeated, winning a district championship. Our girls' basketball team won districts and went to states. Our band earned a superior rating, and our chorus is considered one of the best in the county. Academically, this class excelled by earning over $1.7 million in scholarships and increasing our graduation rate. This class has students attending every major university in the state of Florida, and we will also have a presence at all of the major HBCUs in our state and nation. The class of 2020 will have 5 students joining our military after graduating, and I want to thank them for their future service to our country. I want you to know that I am so sorry that COVID-19 has taken away your last quarter of your senior year. It has forced us all to shelter in place, and you have missed out on so many senior activities. My daughter is in the class of 2020, and I know firsthand how disappointed you are. It isn't fair. It is not what anyone wanted for you. This made me think of the words to my favorite Rolling Stones song. It goes like this: "You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you find you get what you need." This applies to you. You didn't get what you wanted, but you made sure you got what you needed. You impressed us all on how you were able to finish your senior year virtually. Mom and Dad, let me tell you, virtual school is not easy. In my opinion, it is more difficult than regular school. Other senior classes before you battled with senioritis their last quarter, you didn't. You adapted to the new normal better than most adults did. You not only adapted, but you thrived. Things that adults used to criticize you about came in handy. Xbox kept most of you in contact with your friends. It became the social hub when you literally couldn't do anything else. You used social media to encourage and help one another. You were resilient. You were able to withstand and overcome adversity. Resiliency is what makes a ram a ram. We have always been able to overcome adversity, be it illness, poverty, or racism. We don't complain, we make change. Lakes has taught you that you are the best and that you come from kings and queens. That is why what you do next counts. Start now. Set high expectations for yourself and then surpass them. My wish for the class of 2020 is that you will find a career that will bring you joy, that will make you excited to go to work every day, a career that will not only fill your wallet, but your spirit too. I am a blessed man because I found that career for me. I have never been happier than being your principal and leading this incredible high school. Zig Ziglar said it best. Today, be thankful. Think how rich you are. Your family is priceless, your time is gold, and your health is wealth. Seniors, please join me in thanking your mother, father, grandparents, aunts, uncles, guardians, teachers, counselors, and administrators who helped you achieve this monumental accomplishment. I want you to always remember that you are the best students, you have the best teachers, and you attended the best high school. God bless you, God bless your families, and God bless Palm Beach Lakes Community High School. Lakes on top. Now, it is my honor to present the Palm Beach Lakes Community High School Class of 2020.
On behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff at Palm Beach Lakes Community High School, I present to you the top 10 graduates of the visionary class of 2020. Francesca Val, Brandy Garcia Velasquez, Natalie Bayona, Mercy Minor, Aisha Hamed, Kirsten San Juan, Catherine Dungan, Nada Mayer, Jada Larimore, Erica Alvarado Ramos. And now, to continue with the rest of the class of 2020. Safoni Ashil, Joseph Adams, Karan Adams, Maryasia Adams, Promise Adams, Trishana Agnew, Teresa Aldez, LaShawn Alexander, Reginaya Alexander, France Alexis, Marvelous Allen, Tyrese Allen, Charlonette Altamar, Hernisha Altador, Molinda Altador, Erica Alvarado Ramos, Ulika Alvarado Velasquez, Antoine Anderson, Gerald Anderson, Shania Anderson, Anaya Andrews, Yeneri Anorde Villanueva, Natalia Anthony, Julian Arevalo, Soraya Aristil, Rihanna Arroyo, Woodley Auguste, Kobe Augustin, Kashmi Ayuso, Alexandria Baca, Trenton Bacon, Jose Valderas Tobias, Nestor Valderas Tobias, Krishana Baldwin, Malaya Banks, Marlon Barrios Ramirez, Mitch Barthélemy, Gina Bartolon Rodriguez, Sydney Bates, Natalie Bayona, Nightlin Bellefleur, Nightlove Bellefleur, Joshua Benjamin, Joanna Bien Ami, Diamond Birat, Shamar Blair, Akeem Blake, Dejan Blake, Charles Boatwright, Cameron Boston, Cipriana Boynes, Carlos Bourne, Anthony Bradley, Litzy Brito, Alvin Brown, Jaquan Brown, Jaden Brown, Kanaya Brown, Malik Brown, Naquan Brown, Neville Brown, Neville Brown, Peyton Brown, Nashalair Bruni, Dushan Buchanan, Carlinton Bucknor, Rochelle Burrows, Eric Burrs, Jonathan Butler, Micah Butler, Jessica Cacabelos, Brian Kalel Poo, Ashanti Callaway, Diteria Campbell, Tylo Cambridge, Cornaya Campbell, DeAndre Campbell, Shamar Campbell, Jada Kennedy, Natasha Candelario, Fiona Caputo, Naya Carter, Nishan Carter, Nishira Carter, Brushad Carter, Elijah Cardi, Nayeli Carvajal Morales, Joseph Casimir, Nicole Castano, Mercedes Castillo, Shanileen Celestine, Ludwin Chach Chach, Yulissa Chach Hernandez, Diamond Chandler, Kendriana Cheney, Berthonice Charles, Miterly Charles, Tajiria Chavers, Feliciana Chel Velasco, Mark Sharima, Bejwishina Shurisma, Cardoso Cherry, Jemina Chun Perez, Anderson Clemente Perez. Luvinsky Cleonard. Alicia Clunis. Tony Coleman. Edino Colazzo. Tiffany Collier. Rihanna Calhoun. Brandon Cooper. De'Ara Coriolant. Brian Coronado Estrada. Jocelyn Cruz Rios. Alicia Daly. Illyria Daniels. Javon Daniels. Ramaya Daniels. Jaden David. Corinthians Davis. Keandre Davis. Daniel Dawkins. Danae Dawkins. Elani Day. Deborah De Leon Perez. Layla De Mizer. Rajshad Denson. Hakeem Derkawi. Eddie De Rosma. Mikel Anthony Descartes. Odacia Desiree. Janika De Rosier. Esperline Desteus. Jelani Dewar. Wilman Diaz Gonzalez. Guerson Dictant. Clark DeJuiced. Dahari Dixon. Trayvon Dobbs. Manuela Domingo Silvestre. Kiana Donaldson. Westphali Dorr. Ketsia Dorson. Rolls Dorcius. Jordan Dorsainville. Joanna Dormizil. Andriana Douglas. Johnny Dry. Asia Duhart. Catherine Dungan. Thais Durand. Cameron Durr. Cameron Durant. Jaden Earl. Shanice Early. Tafari Edwards. Sylphida Elise. Rubeshne Emmanuel. Isaiah Escalante. Chief Fedi. Khalil Ferdinand. Zorianne Ferguson. Javon Fields. Dalen Finley. Rayshard Florigine. Manicos Flores. Rojan Flynn. Dontavian Ford. Raul Foreman. Kiana Foster. Brianna Fox. Aaliyah Francis. Alicia Francis. Christopher Francois. Michael Francois. Robbie Francois. Angelique Fraser. Eminence Freeman. Nicholas Fulkerson. Yasmin Fulton. Astrid Nayel Gabrielle Mendez. Algeria Gaines. Brandy Garcia Velasquez. Geraldine Garcia. Jordy Garcia. Karina Garcia Perez. Kenya Garcia Perez. Nikivia Garrett. Davian Gale. Darius Gerald. Kaina Germain. Cameron Gibbs. Rashard Glinton. Jakia Goddard. Ariel Godinez Diaz. Aaliyah Golfin. Quantavius Gomez. Manrique Gomez Abreu. Euler Gomez Paxter. Odinia Gonzalez. Eviana Gooden. Christina Gordon. Diamond Greneau. Yamiego Grant. Sierra Green. Trenton Green. Keandre Grimes. Quentin Hall. Kamani Halls. Aisha Hamed. Akeem Hamilton. Pushan Hamilton. Janaya Hannah. Colby Harris. Tyler Harvey. Andrew Henderson. Tyrell Henry. Javier Hernandez. Madeline Hernandez. Nicole Hernandez Garcia. Juan Hernandez Morales. Victoria Hernandez Perez. Elise Hewitt. Andrea Hicks. Samantha Hightower. Kyrie Hill. Akiana Henson. Jamiria Hobbs. Jakaya Hobbs. Jalen Holman. Sylvia Hooks. Kyra Hooten. Regina Howard. Tequila Howard. Joshua Hudson. Danielle Huggins. Rachel Hunt. Zaquan Hunter. Sebastian Hippolyte. Nick Imbert. Mohammed Imam. Jashawn Ingram. Woki Isma. Woodshell Jaquise. Elvie Jacinth. Diamond Jackson. Jalen Jackson. Renardia Jackson, Shantae James, Wallens Jean, Fabiola Jean-Baptiste, Christopher Jean-Baptiste, Marcus Jean-Baptiste, Michael Jean-Marie, Regini Jean-Pierre, Carlos Jefferson, Jalea Jenkins, Shaisler Jerome, Sonia Jerome, Godson Jean-Louis, Christopher Johnson, Jerome Johnson, Naeem Johnson, Zamarlis Johnson, Amari Jones, Jalen Jones, Mia Jones, Kenley Joseph, Evan Jules, Maisha Jules, Dylindy Julian, Christopher Julat, Damani Kelly, Sean Kellyman, Kyle King, Carlinji Labossiere, Shamelia Lang, Jada Larimore, Serafina LeBlanc, Edison Thurvener Laurent, Markel Lee, Chelsea Lefebvre, Daniel Leba, Amari Leonard, Jakira Lester, Gervais Levers, Adari Lewis, Delroy Lewis, Jonathan Lightborn, Soraya Laranza, Daniel Loftman, Brian Lopez, Carlos Lopez, Cesar Lopez Jimenez, Javon Lewis, Jasmine Lewis, Kelly Lewis, Demetrius Lovett, Luigi Hervé Lubin, Laurie Lysius, Bobby Mack, Nada Mayer, Talia Maiden, Tamaya Maloney, Ramses Marte, Destiny Martin, Jonathan Martinez Vasquez, Soraya Martinez, Aaron May, Keyshawn Mays, Nayeli Mazariegos, Kevin Mazariegos Perez, Janaya McClendon, Jaquan McDonald, John McDonald, Jalen McGrady, Joshua McKinley, Trey McKinnon, Kevin McLeod, Henry Mejia, Lisandro Mejia, Alida Mejia Lopez, Alex Mendoza, Ashanti Menendez, Dashnika Mateer, Kevinsley Mateer, Consiomin Mateus, James Mizaire, Kidmira Michelle Racine, Serge Michelle, Aria Miller, Jaheen Miller, Sandra Mills, India Mills Jones, Javon Mincy, Mercy Minor, Anaya Mitchell, David Mitchell, Ada Molina Ramirez, Eubens Montour, Rashay Moore, Jesus Moreno, Alex J. Morgan, Andre Morgan, Janaya Muzin, Aldair Munoz Martinez, Michaela Murray, Thomas Mueta, Samelia Myers, Douglas Nelson, Omar Nezifort, Kevon Nicholson, Dion Nix, DeAnton Nixon, Ernest Nixon, Daniel Noel, Leon Northern, Shania Odoms, Jakevius Oliver, Martins Orestal, Edwin Ortiz Meza, Salinas Ortiz Morales, Kalia Osborne, Anaya Overstreet, Clayton Palachi, Humberto Palacios, Shania Parker, Cassandra Paul, Vanessa Paul, Ronaldo Paxter Vasquez, Antonio Perez, Jennifer Perez Lopez, Micaiah Perez, Sabimare Perez, Daenerys Perez Ramos, Javier Perez, Pascual Perez Morales, Glendy Perez Perez, Antonio Perez, Yaneli Perez Gonzalez, Ashley Perez, Richard Perry, Christopher Peterson, Jean Petion, Anthony Pichardo, Benjamin Pickens, Isaiah Pierce, Cynthia Pierre, Jakinley Pierre, Kendi Pierre, Minsley Pierre, Monice Pierre, Parsley Pierre, Miriam Pineda, Terrell Pledger, Nicholas Polycarp, Sheila Polynice, Joseph Preston, Joel Quinones, Shadania Rebel, Carmen Ramirez, Daisy Ramirez, Juan Ramirez, Kaylee Ramirez, Kaner Ramirez, Uriver Ramirez, Mariana Ramirez Aristizabal, Gerber Ramirez Domingo, Christopher Ramirez Gabriel, Joel Ramirez Lopez, Jeremy Ramirez Romero, J. Ramon De Leon, Angela Ramos Diaz, Antonio Ramsey, Jagith Raton, Malik Raymond, Petrona Raimundo, Eileen Reyes Herrera, Javon Reynoso, Sephora Rico, Daniel Rivera Sanchez, Brandon Rivera, Kevin Rivera Hernandez, Richie Rivera, Jatavius Robinson, Adolfo Roblero Escalante, Christian Roblero Mazariego, Elizabeth Rodriguez, Stephanie Rodriguez, Kobe Rodriguez, Axel Rojas, Giancarlo Rosado, Jesus Rosado, Cheyenne Rose, Sierra Rowe, Jose Ruiz, Takaya Russell, Cindy Sagwatch Cook, Anastasia St. George, Irvins St. Clair, Sherby St. Louis, Jamar St. Teus, Edwinsley St. Ville, Gustavo Sales Gonzalez, John Saman, Fabio Sanchez Moreno, Jamaria Sanders, Christopher Sandoval, Joshua Sands, Kirsten San Juan, Alicia Sansom, Michael Santos Puello, Severiano David Sate Yak, Sasia Scott, Saria Scott, Tavania Sonord, Robert Shepard, Anaya Shipman, Edison Sierra, Stone Sims, Sildasia Simpson, Makayla Sibbles, Demaria Skinner, Alexis Small, Princess Smallwood, Adriana Smith, Ara Smith, Christian Smith, Jakeem Smith, Jayla Smith, Jalen Tyler Smith, Jaslyn Smith, Kayan Smith, Lena Smith, Victor Smith, Winston Smith, Zanaya Smith, Lakel Smith Peterkin, Melody Solis Brito, Fabrice Souffrant, Malachi Speed, Vincent Starling, Muhammad Swan, Andre Taylor, Thomas Taylor, Ainsley Telsey, Dykinsley Telsey, Wanson Telfort, Jason Tellez, McIntyre Termine, Delano Terry, Dawins Telusma, Gil Teofil, Ariana Thomas, Calum Thomas, Sean Thomas, Vionice Tira, Jonathan Torres Hernandez, Eve Darlene Toussaint, Diana Turkova, Jada Turner, Chance Tysinger, Jaden Underwood, Artemio Vale, Carlin Valson, Andrea Valdez, Lostala Feralis, Jose Vasquez, DeAndre Vassell, Denny Vasquez, Alberto Velasquez, David Velasquez, Doris Velasquez, Jonathan Velasquez, Tanya Velasquez Lopez, Yanira Velasquez, Deborah Velasquez, Kelly Vicente Lopez, Brittany Vilsaint, Nathan Vilsaint, Elijah Virgo, Russell Volavka, Charlencia Volsi, Elijah Wallace, Jarrell Warren, Naya Washington, Jaquez Watkins, Jakor Watson, Janaya Watson, Talisha Watson, Jasmine Weathersby, Jamal Webb, Rhonda Wells, Yvonne White, and Tori Williams, Brittany Williams, David Williams. Jade Williams. Kianda Williams. Marvin Williams. Sean Williams. Marktavius Williamson. Deja Willis. Cora Wilson. Jeremiah Wollaston. Alicia Wong. Sabria Young. Elisa Zuniga Treminio.
Dr. Fenoy, an honored guest, I present to you the Palm Beach Lakes Community High School class of 2020. And now, by the power vested in me by the state of Florida and the school board of Palm Beach County, I pronounce you graduates of Palm Beach Lakes Community High School. It is my honor to introduce Jasmine Lewis, class of 2020, president. Jasmine will now conduct the tassel turning ceremony. Jasmine is the daughter of Estelia and Jacqueline Lewis.
Graduates, please rise. Greet the future in anticipation. Dream big and work hard. Remember your roots, manners, and the way home. This turning point in life will give you the tools that you need for a successful future. Dare to be all that you can be. Dare to chase your chosen dreams. Dare to excel. Dare to go the extra mile. Dare to show compassion. Dare to make your mark in the world. Dare to have empathy. Dare to be the best you can be and then soar. Class of 2020, our tassel is worth the hassle. As a final symbol of our graduation, please turn your tassels from right to left. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Please join me in applauding Palm Beach Lakes Community High School class of 2020.